And what I tried to do was put a little bit of all the stuff we've covered. You know, if you want to see more, we've got probably 15 days worth of videos. That's the best review you're going to get, is me on a video demonstrating problems. Okay, so if you're looking for what should I do to prepare for the test, that's probably what you should do, is go back, maybe watch some videos, maybe go back in your Delta Math, rework some problems in your Delta Math. Okay, look at your warm-ups. All right, okay, so here we go. We've got inequalities. Hopefully we know when we see an inequality we need to be aware of those the golden rule and flip-flop. So first thing I'm going to do is distribute. I get negative 20x. Okay, I'm going to distribute, and I get negative 12. Remember, when we're distributing, we're multiplying. I'm going to bring down everything else. And now the next step on the flip chart is to combine like terms on the same side of the inequality symbol. And what we want to remember is when we're combining like terms, folks, we're not changing any signs. We're taking it exactly the way we see it. So I've got constants. I've got a negative 12 and a negative 4 that can be combined. I'm not changing any signs. It's negative 12 minus 4. That gives me negative 16, and I'm going to bring down everything else. Now I have a two-step inequality. I'm going to add 16 to both sides. I'm going to bring down my negative 20x, bring down my inequality symbol. I'm going to combine here, and I believe I get a negative 80. And my last step is to divide both sides by a negative 20. And when I divide both sides by a negative number, that's when the golden rule takes place, and we now switch the direction of the inequality symbol. Bring down my x. Negative 80 divided by negative 20 is a positive 4. The correct answer was A. If you chose B, you forgot the special rule. If you chose B, you forgot the special rule. Okay, any other questions on that one? Anybody got any comment or anything? Don't understand something? You know, and maybe if you know you're going to go back and look at this, I mean, you might want to write golden rule, because that was the big difference in inequalities and multi-step equations. Good? Okay. All right. Y'all, I pulled this bad boy right off Delta Math, and it gives you the opportunity to answer for every single place on this graph. So we've got a toy rocket that has been launched off a platform, and it lets you know that h is the height, t is seconds, and just a reminder that if you look down here, it lets you know this is your x-axis, folks. This is time. X is time. If you look here, this is your y-axis. Y is the height. Okay? So I've written that before, and we just need to keep in mind that time is the first coordinate of the ordered pair. Height is the second. Okay? Now we have to read the description to figure out where we're at. I'll try to coat this for you if I can. What is the rocket's initial height? Y'all, when we're talking about initial something, we're over here. Y'all, we're over here. This is time 0. That means initial. Okay? Height is going to be the y value, so the answer here is 504. You can even say feet if you like. Okay? Next one. How long was the rocket in the air? Okay, when they're talking about how long was the rocket in the air is from the start to the finish. So we should be looking right there. And how long is a time question, so we are answering with the 9. And we could actually put SEC for seconds. Okay? The next two questions, I believe, are the same location. Maximum height, and how long did it take for the rocket to reach maximum height? That is this little fella here. He actually has a name. He's called the vertex. Vertex is the highest or lowest point of a quadratic. And now we just have to pay attention which one is asking for the height, which one's asking for the time. This one says what is the maximum height. They want the height. The height is the second number, so that's 625 feet. The last one says how long to reach maximum height. That is the x. That is 2.75 seconds. How many people got all of them right? That's what I'm talking about, folks. Now, is there anything I can answer for anybody on this? We good? And your Delta Math yesterday was on this. So if you were absent, this was your Delta Math, and you'll see it pop up, okay? Good job, y'all. Okay, we've got a two-step equation with a fraction in it, and I just wanted to kind of bring it back up. We did some that were really, really challenging, so I want us to make sure we still know how to do some simple ones. Here, we are just subtracting 9 on both sides. So I'm going to bring down my 2/3 x, bring down my equal sign. 18 minus 9 is 9. Okay, this is the one. This step, you can do it as 2 or you can do it as 1 step. But the bottom line is the 3 is divided, so we want to multiply by 3 on both sides. The 2 is multiplied, so we want to divide by 2 on both sides. Technically, what this is called is multiplying by the reciprocal. That's what this is called. Multiplying by the reciprocal. Why did we do that? Well, because 2 divided by 2 is 1, so that cancels. 3 divided by 3 is 1, that cancels, and all I'm left with is x. So that was the purpose of this. I'm left with an x. Now, 9 and 3 are in the numerator. I multiply them, and I get 27. 2 is in the denominator. It's 27 divided by 2, and if you put that in your calculator, it comes out to be 13.5. How many people got that right? Okay. All right. Regular old multi-step equation. We're following the steps. We always want to try to distribute. So when I distribute, that's multiplication. I get 12x plus 24. I'm going to bring down the minus 3x, the equal sign, and I've got to distribute on the right. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times negative 1 is negative 7. Step 2, combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. So y'all, we need to kind of get in the habit of, let's ignore one side and only look at one side of the equal sign. I've got a 12x and a negative 3x that can be combined. We don't start changing signs. We combine them exactly the way we see them. 12 minus 3 is 9x. I'm going to bring down the plus 24. Bring down the equal sign. These will not combine, so I'm just going to bring them down. I am now on step 3 of that flip chart that says I need to get my variables on the same side. So y'all, now I am using the opposite operation because I need this to turn into a 0. Well, the way I turn it into a 0 is by subtracting 7x. If I do it on the right side, I've got to come over here and do it on the left side. 9 minus 7 is 2. We have 2x. I'm going to bring down everything else, and that leaves me with a two-step equation. Make sure you brought down the negative. Some people would miss that. So now I'm going to subtract 24 on both sides. Bring down my 2x. 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that negative 31? Okay. Divide by 2. Negative 31 over 2. The correct answer is D. How we do? Okay. Questions on that? Good? Okay. The last one, which in my opinion is the hardest one. We did one of these yesterday in the warm-up. I did notice some people pull that warm-up out. I like it. Okay. So here's the deal. We've got fractions here. This is extremely ugly, and we want to attempt to get rid of fractions as quickly as possible. The fractions are caused by two numbers, a 5 and a 3. So if I can come up with a number that both 5 and 3 go into, I can get rid of these fractions. What is that number? 15. It's 15. So to be fair to an equation, I am going to multiply the left side by 15. And I'm going to remember that that means I've got to do the same thing to the other side. Okay? This side is very easy. Both terms are divided by 5, so I can immediately just do 15 divided by 5, and I get 3 right there. So the left side is 3, and in parentheses we have 2x minus 3. Now the right side is a bit more tricky. There are two terms here with a different denominator. So I've got to take each one individually. So I do 15 divided by 3, and I get 5. And then 5 times 1 doesn't change. It's just 5, and there's an x on it. And then I go to my second term. I've got 15 divided by 5, which is 3. 3 times 1 is still 3. So that's what the right side turns into. Now we just got a multi-step equation. I'm going to distribute, and I get 6x minus 9. I'm going to bring down the right hand side. I need my variables on the same side, so I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. 6 minus 5x is just 1x. I'm going to bring everything else down. I'm left with a one-step equation. I'm going to add 9 to both sides. How many people plowed right through that and got the answer? That's what I'm talking about, folks.
I have to do that one first.
Okay. Okay. Good job. We good? Okay. So, let me set the expectation for what's going on next. You have a Delta Math, and the Delta Math is going to require you to pull up Desmos. Folks, you can actually go to the top of your screen, and if you hover over this, I believe it gives you an option to split your screen, because you're wanting Desmos and Delta Math up together. Okay? We should not be on any other websites. We should not be playing video games. When we get done, we need to close our computers. Okay? Y'all, the toughest problem you're going to have here is going to be getting the picture on Desmos. We know that. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is probably go to your gear tool and start operating with your X's and Y's. Because y'all, I appreciate that you're going to raise your hand, but I can't come over and save you on this. If I come over and save you, there's nobody to save you on the test. So I need for you to work with the X's and the Y's. I can pretty much tell you that the left side, a good place to start is -2. That's a good place to start. The right side is the problem. You need to work with your numbers there. You're looking for something that looks like this. That's what you're trying to get to, right there, where you can see all of these pieces. Okay, we good? Okay. Guys, go ahead and get started. I'm trying to get rid of the fractions, so I've got a 5 and a 15. So the number that will get rid of those fractions is 15. I'm going to multiply both sides by 15. This side's really easy. It's just one term, so the 15s cancel, and I've got a 4. Okay, on this side, I'm doing 5 into 15, wait a minute, I may have told you wrong. Okay, because these are two terms. So I have to do 5 into 15 and I get 3. And that's going to be multiplied by the 2x. This is where I told you wrong. This is actually a 1. So now I've got 15 times 2 here. Okay. Now that's nothing but a 6x. And now we've got a two-step equation. So we've got 6x equals negative 26. We're going to divide both sides by 6. And this will actually reduce to negative 13 over 3. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's try this one. Try that one. Okay, I'm going to work this one problem, okay, and then we're done, okay? So, I need a number that both 2 and 4 go into. That number is 4. So, I'm multiplying the left side by 4 and the right side by 4. Okay, 2 goes into 4 twice, so this is 2 parentheses x plus 3. 4 goes into 4 one time, so this is nothing but x plus 1. Okay, also keep in mind, y'all, what we got here is almost the same thing as if we were cross multiplying here. We're still going to get the same stuff, okay? So we're going to distribute, and we get 2x plus 6. Okay, and now we're going to subtract x from both sides. Now we're going to subtract 6 on both sides. Is that what y'all got?
Yeah.
Good. All right, so y'all let me